cataclysmic shock has just happened in the ongoing FIFA World Cup, where Norway defeated the almighty Brazil, one of the tournament's pre-favorites to leave the cup. What did happen on the day where the whole world was watching? On the day where every single Brazilian, almost 350 million Brazilians, were hopeful that the Seleção, their stars who have been given the mandate to represent the entirety of the country, will go out there and then do battle. They showed little resistance to the pace, to the intensity, to the industriousness of Erling Haaland. What did we see? We saw a match where Brazil was dominated, a match where Norway took victory in every single aspect, every single facet of the game. When it comes to the ability to hold the ball, when it comes to the ability to defend, when it comes to the ability to attack, they coordinated every single thing. But one thing that is very incredibly, fun about this Norway side is the fact that they were not scared of the Seleção. They were not scared to attack them, even though they were a bit lucky, because in the second half, when Brazil did increase their pace, when Brazil did increase, their composure, Norway had a bit of a problem, and they were saved greatly by their goalkeeper. But that is why in tournaments you need a solid defense and a good goalkeeping department. That was exhibited in the match between Brazil and Norway. But I can tell you for the fact that Brazil did not come to the party, because if you look at the match critically, you realize that Brazil did not have an antidote to Erling Haaland. Yes, you see, one thing is that people criticize Erling for not being involved in the game, but he has rightly indicated that he's not interested in touching the ball 20, 30, 40 times. What he's interested in is to score goals, and that is what he's been able to do. He has scored consecutively in 16 matches. 16 consecutive matches for Norway, and in these 16 matches, he scored more than 30 goals. So it just tells you how effective a striker he is. And you see, let's put into perspective what Erling Haaland is doing, right? It takes maximum effort. It takes a skill set that is above everybody to do what he's been able to do, right? See, in a match for 90 minutes, where in the first half, he did not really make an impact. In the second half, he explodes, outmuscles the central defensive pair of Brazil, outmuscled every single ball and outjumped every one of them to get a first goal. And then the second goal, they had time, they gave him time to be collected, they gave him time to be patient. He adjusted his body composure, and they found that the bottom right corner. I mean, an incredible piece of skill set from Erling, but the defensive pair of Gabriel and Marquinhos were poor on the day, because if you are marking a player in the stature of Erling Haaland, you would have to be 100% all the time from minute 1 to minute 90. Your concentration level would have to be up there. If you give him the maximum chance, he's going to beat you, and that's exactly what happened. Even though Neymar did get a consolation in the dying embers of the game through a penalty, but I would say that Brazil did not come to the party. Tactically, they did not come to the party. Technically, they did not come to the party. They lack fight. They lack the desire to want to fight. They lack that tenacity to take the Norwegians and then beat them by their game. But they failed. Prior to the start of the tournament, there was a debate. There was a debate between Jude Bellingham and what's the name? Another player, as to who deserves to be in that number 10 position. That has been the debate, right? That has been the debate. But between Jude Bellingham and Morgan Rogers, as to who best suits the number 10 position in the absence of Cole Palmer. In the absence of Cole Palmer, who best suits the number 10 role. But Jude Bellingham had put every single debate, every single doubt to rest, because he has justified that he is a big ego, he's a big player, and on the biggest of occasions, he has risen to the call, he has risen to the task. Because if you look at how he has played from the match against Croatia, the match against Ghana, the match against Panama, and now the match against Mexico, they are toughest so far. He has justified the fact that Thomas Tuchel had so much faith in him by giving him the number 10 position. Because don't forget, Jude Bellingham doesn't have the technicality of Morgan Rogers. He doesn't have that creativity of Cole Palmer. But what he brings is tenacity. What he brings is the ability to break defenses with his power, with his pace, with ability to not relax. So these are qualities that necessarily don't fit the number 10, but he's doing so much great work for the English national team, and being aided by Harry Kane. I mean, fantastic captain, because if you have a player where on the biggest occasion, you know that when he gets the chance, he's going to put it at the back of the net. All you want is for him to get onto the ball, and that's exactly what did happen. You understand? I mean, Mexico did a great job. Mexico did a great job because when prior to the start of the match, I thought that England was going to have majority of the share of possession and then create much more of the cleaner chances. But on the day, Mexico did show that they came to the party, even though they were on the losing end. They did not disgrace themselves. I think that they have done incredibly well. You know, fantastic performance, fantastic for every single one of their players. And to me, I would say that it's been a wonderful experience for the Mexicans. You know, because to be sincere with you, yes, we all expected them to get out of the group stages, but for them to have come this far and then just lose by that incredible margin. But I thought that they could have done a bit more, though, because with 10 men, with 11 against 10, I thought that they could have upped their energy a bit and then, you know, overhaul the midfield and then the byline of the English. But I mean, kudos to Mexico, but I mean, big ups to England for the fact that they've had a shift in mentality where they are not scared to go out there and then play ugly. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to tournament, it is not how beautiful you play, but the most important thing is, do you get the win?